Alrighty, getting things started. Checking stream health, making sure it's good. Looking good so far. Ooh, perfect music. Because of the awesome... excuse me. The awesome fan art that I got from Name and Address Withheld. So yeah, I hope some people recognize what that gif of Classic Amy is a reference to. Let's see if anyone can guess it. SMG4 exclamation points. No, SMG4 didn't request it. I don't even know what SMG4 is. I'm sorry. But I got commissioned by someone who likes this particular character a lot. So how could I say no? Let's see, we have BNSF, Raby Baby, that's cute. Nimbly the Deadly Nader. We got Lollipop. We got someone named I Hate People. Might have to watch out for that. BNSF is expanding their junkyard, that's cool. You got Gustav. Oh, come on, you doing SMG4? Yeah, I guess. Teehee. Made it just in time, says Raincloud. Hi, Raincloud. Everyone in chat, name every single railroad company you know. I know none of them. Amtrak, does that count? But I only know them from, like, their disasters. That's not good. Tari. Is it Tari, like, Atari? Or Tari? I'm gonna assume it's Tari as in Atari. We got Rage Combat, we got CD Tuber Studio, MC Cubed, howdy. Rory Ocelot, SMG4 is gonna miss it. Oh no. I mean, would SMG4 be into this? Not a bad choice. Tari's awesome. I hope so. Like I said, I barely seen any videos. This is a commission, so yeah. The Kush and Chef Monkey Show. Oh, SMG4. Dang, everyone knows what SMG4 is. I guess I'm the outlier here. You got Claire, James H. I really like the Amy Rose animation. Thank you. Again, that was made by our good friend, Name and Address Withheld. And I still haven't seen anyone guess what it's a reference to. Tari eats mushrooms, says Saud, the Roblox. Yeah. And guess what other mushroom she's gonna eat? Bum bum. Oh no, references. You should not see those. They're copywritten. So yeah, we got a mega mushroom in the corner for later. She's gonna eat this mushroom, get a little big, and be disappointed, and then try getting even more big. Strasbourg has an idea. I'm mostly interested in my own ideas at the moment. Most of the other stuff I do is like commissions. The Fictioner, I'm here. What did I miss? Not much, just getting started, looking at some comments before I go. Dylan. Sorry I'm late. No, you're not late. We just started. And everyone just keeps saying SMG4, and I just keep pretending I kind of know what it is. SMG4 and a giant woman crossover? Says Michael Boomfist. No! This is just a commission. Someone commissioned me. And Chase Jensen guessed, yes, this is from Too Tall Tales. This is like when Tails gets hit with like the grow beams. But instead, Name and Address Withheld made it Classic Amy. But I don't know what it would be called instead of Too Tall Tales. Amy's Amazing Accumulation. Does that work? Can you make Carlotta Casagrande go parachuting and get engulfed by your own parachute when she lands? Maybe if someone commissioned me. We got Megan Patton, sup, and a first with Tari. Indeed. Imagine if you and SMG4 had a crossover. That would be nice. I get to actually figure out who SMG4 is. SMG4 is super popular and has been for years. Even people who aren't fans like me know about it. But I'm not a fan either, and I'm in the dark. I'm confused. I do like the memes. They did share with me some memes. The commissioner, that is. Hello, Snap. Is Amy Rose a animation or reference to a Charlie Brown film? No, it's an animation, a reference to Too Tall Tales, an episode from the classic Sonic series. I wonder if you can do a live chat stream. Isn't that kind of what I'm doing right now? I mean, yeah, if I connect with someone on Discord, I could do live chat. I'm starting to think the Power YT is just making these comments so that it could be number one. Thank you, Raincloud. I'm glad you agree with my title idea. I assume that's what that's for. No one makes a fool of Dr. Robotnik. Amy's awe-inspiring ascension. That works too. Ascension sounds nicer than accumulation. Fully classic Amy grew just like Alice when she eats the mushrooms. No, Amy's growing from from Robotnik's ray, I believe. Or was it Dr. von Schlemmer's? I have to watch the episode again. Oh my god, there's so many comments today. I didn't realize so many people would be interested in Tari here. Dave, did you animate Amy Rose growing? No, I wish. The Amy Rose animation, as always, our animations and art to the left are made by fans and collaborators. So the little night rain thing was made by our very own Raincloud, and the Amy growing is made by our favorite anonymous contributor, Name and Address Withheld. Imagine if Amy tries to cuddle with Sonic. She'd crush him. Please create a community so we can share posts. I think the closest I got is the Discord server. Mr. Puzzles is here? I don't know who that is. It's from Dr. von Schlemmer's Humongo Gizmo. Thank you. I knew it had to be his or Robotnik's. I think YouTube somewhat hates us. No. I hope he thinks about making free commissions. What? No. Strasbourg, I like money. Also, commissions take so long. Like if I was really good with making doodles, I'd like do free doodles, but I'm not a good doodler. Zachary Seaton, you doing SMG4? Yeah, kinda, I guess. Oops and yo-yo. I don't know what oops and yo-yo is. Oh my gosh. Alright, will there be a part 6 of Stella Shrinks? Eventually. Alright, I guess without further to do, I really should get started on animating something. Oh, I actually did have some scenes that I already made. So this will be for the mega mushroom growth. For like the regular mushroom growth, it's just going to be like it doubles her growth, you know. She's going to be coming out of Mario's pipe house. You know, from Mario RPG. Like her legs shooting out of the sides there. Her head peeking out of the pipe. Want to know how you make rigs? I mean, this is kind of it. I haven't finished this rig. It's just like drawings. See? Them taking individual pieces, making those into gifts. Wait, is this already a gift? It's already a gift. I would have started a little bit earlier, but I was watching a few episodes from the new season of Proud Family. And it's like really lovely, very lovely animation. But sometimes they do some weird stuff on these shows, like really cartoony stuff. Like in the last season, Penny got her hands on like some kind of stealth suit, which had like a shrinky mode for, for doing stealth stuff. And there was like a Dwayne The Rock Johnson mode that makes her like muscular and giant. It's like really weird gadgets for a spy to have. Not that I'm complaining too much. But in the episode that I watched today, there was like the bad guys had like a transmogrification ray, which I guess it's like a nice workaround since probably can't have the bad guys using guns. It was kind of like a spy thing, international espionage. And Penny and Dejanay got hit with the transmogrification ray, and one of them turned into a living bobblehead, and the other one turned into like a keychain charm, like also a talking one. It was like so weird, but I mean, I still love it. It's just something you don't expect, because sometimes they try to be like really down to earth, and then other times they just get really bizarre and cartoony. Mario Party 9. I don't think I played that one. Hey, Trey Spivey is here. Good morning to you. Snap, no bad chats. Dave, please be careful. Don't worry, Rory. I try to be. Yeah, Matthew, I thought he was a female because of the profile. Every time we get new people to the streams. So I'm Dave, the animator, and I animate stuff for the channel. And I kind of run the channel. And our face for the channel, our mascot, would be Jackie, the giant woman. And she is voiced by the lovely and talented Max Star, who does a lot of the female voices on our channel. Um, if you want to hear Max Star at more of a capacity like this, I am working on a D&D campaign involving Tower Princess. And Maxstar might be interested in role playing as her for like a campaign, but that would be on our sister channel, and it's still something that I'm sort of putting together, so it'll take time. I want to make some really nice looking maps and whatnot. Tari reminds me of a human, Jewel from Rio. Jewel, she was the lady bird researcher, right? Oh no, she was the bird. It's probably all that blue. If SMG4 is safe, does that mean giant match could exist one day? I think the thing that convinced me that the commissioner did to convince me to take this commission was they mentioned that this character was created or owned or whatever by like the people that work on Amazing Digital Circus. So that made me assume maybe she's like not super indie. Because there are like characters on, you know, YouTube channels that I avoid because it's like independent artists, and like I don't want to ruffle anyone's feathers unless I'm collaborating with them, like how I do with Rain Cloud. So I don't know. I was convinced that this character would be safe to do. By the way, did everyone love Donkey Kong's new design? I do. He's super expressive now. I'm having so much fun playing Bonanza. So cute. Anthony, eso que God gracias por tener algo SMG4. Saludos. Dang, everyone likes this character so much. I'm kind of impressed. I think like at the start of the live stream we had like 40 people tuned into this. I'm impressed. I kind of want to look at more SMG4 videos. I think I only looked at one because I wanted to see what her voice sounded like. I sent some videos to Maxstar. She's going to be doing the voice. So it's going to have some voice acting in it. Blue Regard Q Kazoo. Good old Blue. I mean, I guess Tari's outfit does kind of have the same shade as him. Dang, these power-up mushrooms look so friggin' delicious. Did anyone watch Jurassic World Rebirth? Sadly, no. Sorry if you answered already, Dave, but did you like the little thing I sent yesterday? Oh, you're talking about the animation, or not animation, animatic. The animatic for your script, but also kind of like it was. You said it was like from your dreams. And yeah, I always like um, any kind of art that'll sort of help me with a commission. I mean, you even did like a Samurai Jack action sequence, which I appreciate because I did love that show. And I do love a good Western, so I know that's like most people probably recognize like the close up with the bars on the sides, like as like a Samurai Jack trope, but it's common in like the stare downs in a Western movie. Dang, there's a bunch of mushrooms growing on chat. That's why you're not supposed to touch like bread with your hands and then like put it back in the fridge. Bread and cheese, because then it gets moldy. It's not good. I used to be a cheese toucher like that, but I'm very careful with my cheese and my bread. Make sure not to touch any cheese or bread that I'm not going to eat like immediately. I don't want to ruin good food with yucky mold. Yeah, I hope I didn't miss any comments. Movie was great. Oh, cool. There's an Amy Rose Giantess growth video. Hope I can see when it's done and maybe see her grow bigger. I'm sorry, Sonic Dash. Like I mentioned, this is a fan art. It's just a little thing to put on the side there. This was made by Name and Address Withheld. Kind of a fun reference to the Too Tall Tales episode from the classic animated series. Currently, no plans from myself to do a Sonic thing. My project that I'm focused on is making a promo for an animate that I want to do, a reanimate, I should say. But you know, if someone commissions it, I do some Sonic stuff. What stuff do I have on my list? Let me check on my commission wait list. Oh, that's right. Next week I am actually working on a commission for Sonic's Biggest Fan, but that involves, it's more like shrinking. And the week after that, I got a Pokemon themed commission, Honey, I Shrunk the Trainers. It's Cynthia in another movie. Then someone wanted to do Macy's mom from a banner that I did earlier, flexing. Let's see, we got Lunazilla, Violet and the Beanstalk, so that's Peanuts. Then more Inma. And then working on another Jackie OC, Bia, who's like the goddess of like force. She's like super muscular. And recently I did get a commission for Wolf Walkers, if anyone's familiar with that movie. So yeah, a lot of different things to work on. And the wait list is a long one. Soon the recap, soon. Oh my god. That means I'm gonna have to take a week off from doing commissions, so that's gonna halt things a bit. Don't be surprised if the entire recap is just like electricity flying around. Because as I've mentioned too many times, I freaking love electricity themed superpowers. They just look so cool. Like whenever you look up Surge in the Archie comics, it's just such beautiful artwork for every panel. Just electricity crackling, lighting up the entire panel. It's a thing of beauty. Sorry, I'm back. I was taking a shower. No worries, Dylan. Is this a vid? Asks Kevin. Yeah, this is gonna be a vid. The one with Tari. The one um, with Amy Rose is a delightful fan art animation by our good friend Name and Address with Hell. They're the same person who made the animation of Gadget growing, kind of like in a similar fashion to Jerry from one of the Tom and Jerry shorts. So they like to do that sometimes. They'll take like a well-known growth scene and they'll do it with like a different character. Very talented, but shy about sharing size art with the world. Maybe one day. Hey, guess what? I have 309 subscribers, and it's been only 7 months. Dang. Not bad. Keep it up. Hey, Super Meme Guardian. I so cool art. Nice. Rory, Sushioholic. Oh my gosh, can you imagine getting inebriated off of sushi? Did Quill commission the Wolfwalkers? He's been working hard on whatever he's commissioning on. Magic Quill? Yeah. Good guess. Good guess, Kush. I'm not looking forward to September. Aww. Hopefully, it won't be gone for long. I used to feel like that when I was taking trips. I mean, except when it was trips to like an amusement park. Those were always good. I didn't care too much for trips to the old country. Because I know speak the language so good. And usually when I go visit the old country, most of the stuff I'm doing is like seeing museums and whatnot. It gets a little boring after a bit. Symbiosis is a close, long term interaction between two different organisms. It can involve mutual benefits, mutualism, one organism benefiting from the other, commensalism, or benefiting at the other's expense, parasitism. Yeah, that's like Biology 101 right there. Even I remember that one. I wonder what Macy would be considered in Jackie's ear. Probably commensalism. For the most part. Her living in Jackie's ear doesn't really affect Jackie. With some exceptions from time to time. So maybe like a hybrid between parasitism and commensalism. How long does the animation process take? It varies, but from what I've noticed, sometimes I could be working on something for an hour and maybe get 5 seconds worth of animation. Sometimes working on something for an hour and I get maybe 10 seconds of animation. It depends on like how many characters there are, how complicated the whole thing is. So 1 minute of animation can take like 10 hours. It can take less time than that. It depends. And mind you, I'm doing flash animation, so it's not like the most grueling of animations. Like I hardly ever use onion skins. I make her a Hoge move a little bit here. Have you played Five Nights at Freddy's? No, sorry. But I did watch the movie with friends. One of them mentioned that they made a sequel, I guess. I got to go because I got to work on my edits. See you later. Later, Fictioner. Will Jackie have kids? Asked Kamodra Steel. Well, that did come up for a poll when I asked, what should we do for the 300K milestone? And I think that might have been the least popular one. Jackie and Macy having kids. Everyone really wanted to see Jackie in the sun spa. But who knows? Maybe for the 500K subscribers milestone. I wonder if she should just pop the whole thing into her mouth or just take like a bite. You know what? If I'm gonna have like a somewhat Alice in Wonderland vibe going on here, might as well just make it a bite. Da, 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 da. I mean, I do like the idea of Jackie having a giant heir to the throne, you know, in case she gets so big that she can't even, you know, she can't even be seen anymore. I can imagine some people would miss her dearly. I like your videos. Thank you. Limit animation saves time and money, and it also has easy lip syncing. Indeed. I do look to those cartoons for some inspiration. And even a few modern cartoons do some of those kinds of cheats. They can be super effective with just 2 frames of animation. At least that's what I've noticed with like Wild Pack, new series on Nickelodeon. I mean, like they do have some segments that are like really fabulously animated, but they also have a lot of like great looking segments where like the animation is just like 2 or 3 frames. It's pretty fantastic. Effective, efficient animation. Oh, I think I need to aim that a little bit lower. Oops. Welcome back, Jupiter Rex. Sorry, had to sort of. I was in the zone for a while. Bro, Jeff Swampy Marsh, the co creator of Phineas and Ferb and voice of Major Monogram, liked my Instagram story. Neat. It was just a breakdown of Ferb's outfit. That's still nice, DK. It's always fun when someone that you really like likes your posts. Dave growing into a giant. No plans on that. Unless you're talking about Dave the Barbarian, maybe? As I've sadly mentioned before, not super interested in doing any stuff with some of my OCs, particularly David and Danny, just because They were designed by a friend I had a bit of a falling out with. So maybe in the future when I make some new designs, but, or when I get over it. But for now, it just like I don't wanna. I don't wanna. Did you make Amy growing? No. You heard of the annoying orange buddy response, please? Dang, I haven't heard anything from annoying orange in forever. But yeah, I think this is my fifth time mentioning the classic Amy growing on the side there is from our good anonymous friend, name and address withheld. You heard of? Oh, that's the same one. We got Rexy Goblina Jones. We got a spammer here. He seems to have stopped. Oh no, he hasn't. I've heard of the annoying orange. I just haven't heard anything about them in forever. And no, no ticket talk for me. Hey Dave, when's my commission expected? Bum 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 bum. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5, maybe 6 weeks. And I'm saying 6 weeks because I am going to have to take a week off from commissions to um, make another previously on animation for the next Incredible Shrinking Hedgehog. So that does take some time. Yeah, it's just a fun fan animation. I freaking love how goofy it looks. Oh my god, I freaking love that original Sonic animated series. It's so good. You heard of the creator of a show you made these animations of? Recognize your stuff and like it? Uh, I have never had that pleasure before. I think the closest I ever got was it was for when I was like a super fan of Teen Titans Go. Someone who made promotional art um, for Teen Titans Go, and they made art on the series. They made a promotional art of Beast Boy and Cyborg for the Shrimps and Prime Rib episode. And I guess they're not super familiar with the show because um, they drew Beast Boy like eating the shrimps. And so I just politely told them that, oh, hey, Beast Boy is actually a vegan. Um, he probably wouldn't be eating shrimps. And then yeah, he acknowledged it and he said, "Oh, thanks for letting me know." And like later, he made like the promotional art that he actually used. Uh, they he added like broccoli like as a garnish on the sides of like this big plate of shrimps and prime rib, and edited it so Beast Boy is eating broccoli instead of a giant shrimp. So I think that's the closest I've gone to like some kind of acknowledgement from, you know, like an popular artist that I admire. But I don't think I've gotten any of that acknowledgement yet for my own fan animations. Jackie is the matriarch or queen of all giants, and I hope her next heir will be the future king of giants. I haven't really decided on who the kid would be. Don't even have designs yet. Actually, a friend did make a design that was kind of inspired by Wonder Woman. Bro, I love the Animal Crossing animation at the top. Oh, that's my little OC David in Animal Crossing style. And that was something Rain Cloud made because for a very long period of time, I was super addicted to Elden Ring and Night Rain. Thankfully, recently, I finished um, Elden Ring. I made a new game file because of how much I was digging Night Rain. And I actually got all the achievements on it, so I don't really feel like I have to revisit that game, which is good because I don't wanna. I want to get on with my life. Um, I'm still playing Night Rain occasionally, like very recently. Uh, well, not recently, but they've been like doing these events where you can fight powered up versions of some of the bosses in that game, and they're super fun. It's like, as I've mentioned before, it's not like they're just giving them a bigger health bar or just making their normal attacks like they do more damage. It's like they're giving them new gimmicks, they're giving them new models. And the recent one is Caligo. It's like an ice dragon. And he opens up with like what's usually the second phase in the normal fight. And his new second phase, it's pretty cool. He does like lots of extra powerful attacks, and he like envelops himself in like ice armor. So yeah, I periodically am revisiting Night Rain, though when I originally got it, I was just playing it like every day. I put in like 200 hours into that game over a period of like 3 weeks. Thankfully, at the moment, I don't have any games that I'm super addicted to. I usually, like, if I feel like playing any games, it's like just a little bonanza with my bro. Or a little of the games I bought during the summer sale. Oh, maybe like 45 minutes. I wish you had designs. Wait a minute, something familiar about this blue haired girl. I don't know what you mean by designs, Quentin. Designs. Hey, you stop forcing me to treat her like that. Danny, smack her dad's mouth. What? I think I missed something. Okay, that's that Trey. Elongated man. Oh, you guys are having a conversation among yourselves. That's good. What's your favorite character from SMG4? I guess it's Tari, since that's the only one I know. Super meme. Have you watched William Shoots the TV? Nope. Amy is growing really big on the left. Well, yeah. I forget. In Too Tall Tales, did the Ray make him like extra chubby, or was he getting chubby from like all the food he was eating in that episode? Because I think the moral of that episode was like about having a proper diet or something like that. But in my mind, I think, oh, maybe the Ray also like had a king size canary effect. You know, the 29 of y'all are watching. Oh, you don't say. Just do that. And there you go. Someone's been forcing me to threaten the mascots. The Ghost and Molly McDonald. When I start singing Night Rain too, it will be delayed. Hopefully they don't add a lot of extra content. I mean, there's just 2 more Night Sovereigns, I believe, or 3. I think the rage just made him big, but it was the angle that made him look chubby. Yeah, I'm starting to think maybe it was also the angle that, you know, because like his big old belly would be closer to the ground than like his head, and plus it just makes it look more comical. And he was way more hungry. Yeah, I think that episode also had kind of like a double message because, like, didn't he have to eat a chili dog to help him shrink back down? Or maybe I'm thinking of Attack of the 50-Foot Irma. Because I know in that one they hid the shrinking medicine in like yeah, in a cement truck, a cement mixer full of ice cream, which looks and sounds delicious. What's your favorite villain? Oh my god, I don't. Tari's the only character I know from SMG4. We got Susie Smith with a sup. Howdy, Susie. Also, Animator, I'm sure you've seen the very first King Kong from 1933 because you told me you've seen the 2000 and the 2017 version. Yep, I seen it. I think I might have watched them last year with a friend. Last year during like October, we like watch those kinds of scary movies around that time. I know it's not super scary, but I bet for the time with those effects it looked pretty scary. Yeah, we watched the original. Oh, last year I did it was so stupid. I wanted to watch the Ultimate Horror Trilogy. And it was the one that Mr. Panucci, Fry's boss on Futurama, mentions. He says that the only true monsters are Dracula, Blackula, and Son of Kong. So we watched those movies in that order. So we watched like the classic Bela Lugosi Dracula movie. We watched Blackula, and then yeah, Son of Kong. Son of Kong was kind of trippy. They did like a few what do they call it, like fourth wall breaking moments. So like what I did with my little automatic, the angle made things look more weird from below. Yeah, I mean, especially if you do like more extreme angles, then things look You know, more like the perspective from a bug's eye kind of view. I'm eating astronaut food. Whoa. Rory, are you eating authentic freeze-dried astronaut food? Is it any good? Have you played Splatoon? Yes. I played the original Splatoon, had super fun with it. And then I played the sequel and I had less fun with it because I did not get super good with that game. And I was getting my butt kicked constantly in online matches. So I kind of went out of favor with that game. So far, the only online game I'm really good at with is like Mario Kart. Like the 200 cc's racing, pretty easy to do. Splatoon, not so great at. Heard Margot Robbie will be in Attack the 50-Foot Woman. Should be fun. Did you watch The Wolfman 1941 with Lon Chaney Jr.? And/or The Wolfman Returns 2010 remake. I did not watch the Benicio del Toro Wolfman, but I did watch the original. It was pretty funny. The first time I heard about that particular Wolfman was on Freakazoid. And I kind of thought it was a joke and a joke name because the name of the man who turns into a werewolf is Larry Talbot. So I thought, oh, they're just like, this is just like a gag character. Didn't realize that was like the actual name of the guy that turns into the Wolfman in the original movies. Splatoon 3 is very fun, but not very beginner friendly right now. Yeah. Fun fact, Rainbow learned how to make shots from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Aw, that's some nice trivia there. I mean, what hasn't that movie taught us? So many lessons to be gleaned. Ants can be friendly. Always check your cereal. Make sure that your children aren't swimming around in the milk. Freeze-dried taffies. Oh my god, I didn't know you could even freeze-dry those. Well, I hope they still taste good. I mean, part of why I love taffy is because of how stretchy and sticky it is. I can't imagine freeze-dried taffy would taste super marvelous. trying to find an idea of a giant going on a hungry rampage. It's not hurting anyone and just eating all the crops. Funny. Like in that one episode of Sonic the Hedgehog with Tails. I mean, they're not directly hurting anyone, but for the people that need those crops, I could understand why they got so mad at Tails. I can imagine if they did that episode now, there maybe be like a Karen sausage that would go up to Sonic and be like, control your giant child. Also, I feel like in a modern cartoon, like Tails would have been trying to eat the sausage people. There's a really weird episode, I think, from Georgia the Jungle where they did that. Where Ursula was studying like these sapient bug people in a civilization. I think they're called like the crunch bugs. And she was just like eating them like left and right. Felt like a Teen Titans Go episode actually. Surprised they did that with Georgia the Jungle. What happens to Tari after she takes a bite of the mushroom? Well, from this mushroom, it's just going to be just a simple doubling of her height. When she takes a bite from the mega mushroom, that's when she's gonna like really get big. House sized, I should say. Let me see. Where do I have that sound effect? I swear I have that Mario sound effect. Maybe Super Mario Bros. I have a bunch of sound effects that's SMB. I got step, super jump, fireworks, pick up, raccoon transformation. I'm gonna assume it's either power up or power up 2. Let me adjust the sound in case it's louder than I thought. Yeah, that works. Did you see my comment above? On the 2010 remake with Benicio del Toro, this one is far more brutal, gory, and metal. I want to check that out. I think the most brutal thing I've seen in a freaking werewolf movie was the way someone transformed. They basically melted and like their skeleton reformed, and it was like weird. A lot of the werewolf transformations they do in like modern movies, they make it like super brutal. Like their bones are actually like cracking and breaking to reform, you know. It's just like so brutal. It's pretty good though. Had a fun idea of it. Oh, I already read that one. It's crazy. They changed Ursula and Magnolia's names between season 1 and 2. Yeah, they did so many weird changes. It's like, why would you do that? I mean, I could understand certain changes in a cartoon that maybe isn't like a super huge deal. Um, like with the American Dragon Jake Long, they kind of changed like the style for a lot of the characters. Like Jake went from being like sort of a muscular dragon to like more of a noodly, like more of like a noodle kind of a dragon. And like that kind of change is fine. It gives it like a new kind of look that might be interesting to some new folks coming into that series. But it's not like they changed like um, how the characters act or behave or like their names. Well, usually because they resist a transformation. If they accept, the transformation goes more smoothly. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that, Trey. I think it's just like, you know, you're turning into a horrible beast monster who's like your physiology is just like completely different. Like um the way they make the werewolf characters look, they got like those legs that bend like differently than like how people's legs bend. I can just imagine that would be like just like a painful, horrifying transformation. I kind of think it like with Wolverine and his adamantium claws. Like every single time he retracts them, like it hurts him, you know. It's like something he's not used to after years and years. Also, I watched Super Mansion, and they also it's like a stop motion series with superheroes. Um, and they also had like their own werewolves and vampires and lore there. And someone mentioned that one of the downsides of being like a vampire or a werewolf was that, or I think it was just being a vampire, that you had like the sensation of needing to poop, but you can't poop as a vampire, apparently. Which I think would be terrible. That'd be the worst part of the vampire curse, I'd say. It's a jokey series, but if I was writing some vampire fiction, I think I'd include that. Teehee. Hey, DM you one sound file if you need it, just in case. Thank you, Raincloud. You're a fan of SMG4? I think I have to become one, Brett, because everyone seems to know what it is, and I'm left out in the dark. All I know is it's super popular, apparently. Just got a ton of people checking out this live stream. I'm just so surprised. like twice as many as usually what we usually have around this time. Did you have a wingman? Not really. I guess the closest I've had is a player too, but not just the people that I play video games with. But no, no wingman helping me on dates. So vampires have constipation. In that particular universe's lore for the undead, yes. Have you seen the movie Gorgo? No, but it sounds awesome. Remember how in We Bare Bears they made references to songs? I think the only reference I remember was when they sang the the theme song in one episode. Gulp animation. I mean, yeah, she's gulping down the mushroom. That reminds me. Good point. You made a good point. I should add like the little cheekly thing here, like shrinking down. All right, let's see how that looks. All right, they look really cute. I think the commissioner will be pleased. And she looks happy now, but she's going to sort of look around and be disappointed she didn't get bigger. All right, I think that'll do it for today. Might work a little bit more on this tomorrow. One of those rare Friday streams that you hear so much about. If I get Max Stars audio, I'll work on that. Otherwise, I'll have Tari poking her head out of the pipe house. Maybe do some more sound work. Is that double size? I could cheat it and make the background shrink a little bit. Alright, I think that'll do it. I'll just see if I missed any comments and I'll call it a day. Where's the gulp bulge? Okay, Rexy, I'll give you your gulp bulge. Well met. You kids and your gulp bulges. Making me add an extra layer for a gulp bulge. Ooh, my Beetlejuice music. My Beetlejuice music. Renee Skunk's Beetlejuice music. that he made for me. Yeah, now I'm seeing more. Oh wait, no, it's the same person asking about the gulp bulge. Tari gonna be huge. Indeed, Ronald, indeed. That Ursula's dad became Dr. Chicago. Yeah, I was not happy with that. That was probably my least favorite thing. The name switch, making her more, like, primitive, I guess. Turning the good doctor into, like, sort of a villain. This looks alright. Alright, I think that looks gulp bulgy enough. Wild mass guess? Not sure what that is. Technically, SMG4 is part of the Mario verse. Good to know. Then I was right to have it set in Mario's Pipe House. Patreon or YouTube video? It's originally, I'm gonna put it on Patreon. People on Patreon get to see whips. And eventually, yes, it'll be on YouTube when it is finished. I have a friend named The Real One, and he's looking for an animator for his show. I'm sorry, I'm just so busy between this channel and what I'm trying to do on my sister channel. Just really don't have time for any big commitments like that. Outback Pipe House. Ooh. You get a bloomin' onion. Yeah, they have onions in the Mario universe. But depending on which onions they pick, you might get like the tiny junior bloomin' onion, or you might get the big one. I'm going to watch this. Thank you, the Power YT. So I wish King Kong, the 2005 version, had primarily bipedal standing and walking on 2 feet, but on occasion walk and run on his knuckles like a regular gorilla. Well, they were more focused on action, I guess, to research gorillas. Congrats, Power YT. I love Kinoko. Is that a type of mushroom, Rory? Kinoko. Oh, it's a Japanese word that means mushroom. Neat. What about Meggy? Is Meggy from SMG4? Because I don't know. I don't have Patreon. Oh man, I want to see Giant Diane Fox. I might post that one on my channel as like a short this month. 37%. Oh wait, I mean 37.000001. Don't you just love it when you make that 0.00001% progress? Alrighty, thanks everyone for dropping in. Thanks for being super excited about Tari. I'm super surprised she's this popular. I might have to check out her stuff. Um, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow for more of this, another stream. Otherwise, I'll see you when I see ya. Peace.